are just on the up and up constantly. You know, the big 8 markets are just growing phenomenally. You know, Nova obviously being the number 1 and Phoenix being number 2. You got the others, Chicago, Dallas, Houston, etc. across the nation. We are just constantly growing right now. It is going to be a growth mode for the foreseeable future, maybe even beyond the foreseeable future. So, I mean, really, the big trends we're seeing right now, you know, while hyperscale still dominates the market, you know, the big 3, they are, you know, building and acquiring land, power, data halls as quickly as possible. However, what we're seeing now is let's talk a little bit about the whole AI thing. So we all know of the ChatGPTs, the other various LLMs out there, but you know, right now we're in a pretty heavy learning mode. So industry stats are showing right now we're about 80% in learning. Meanwhile, only about 20% inference. And let's kind of describe the difference. So learning is really when someone is building a model. That's where you need like super high redundancy. You need that kind of 2n plus 2, 2n plus 1. You need the equipment not to fail, because if you do, you lose months, if not potentially a year's worth of work. But we're gonna be seeing that here, you know, and in the inference side, that's gonna be really more of the, you know, when you talk to ChatGPT, that's the inference. That's the, you know, I am using the model. Now, what I said is more like an 80-20 right now. That's gonna be shifting on its head here in probably the next few years. We're gonna start seeing really a shift of maybe more of a 20% learning to an 80% inference, because the models are trained, and there's only actually so much data we can throw into the models that exists in humanity today. And the beauty of the inference stuff is the inference doesn't need the sheer amount of redundancy, but it is latency specific. So what we're all kind of predicting right now is we're gonna see this kind of shift from like the big monolithic data centers where you've got all this redundancy, all this power, but you're gonna be shifting really more into more edge data centers, because you need, again, latency. That is the, you know, we can't go faster than the speed of light, unfortunately. It's just, you know, the laws of physics. But we're gonna start seeing little edge data centers pop up everywhere with inference. So that's, you know, I think that's a massive trend we're seeing right now in the industry. It's exciting times.